So you made your name in the past as being a great proponent of technology, albeit in IT. So based on all of that, what are the proactive measures that state governments can do to accelerate technological innovations in agriculture, food, etc.? And what specifically are you doing in Andhra Pradesh?
No, we are very clear, as you rightly mentioned. One is Government of India and also state governments put together, we have to do so many things in agriculture. But state government alone, we also can do so many things. Already we initiated. As the Minister rightly mentioned, technology has become a big handy today. One name quoted has given so much of advantage, black marketing, diversion, or others misuse everything. Now we are going in a big way. One is rainfall, groundwater, soil moisture, even soil testing, 100% we are able to do. Saturation mode we have taken up for soil testing. All micronutrients I am giving free of cost. It is a nominal cost, abundant benefit for the farmer. And also we are going differently, even soil testing, drone based, it will go to cloud, real time it will go to farmer also. That is the technology we are using now. Even Bill Gates, Microsoft has used it in Africa. They are getting the technology. Now lot of things we have to do in agriculture. As a matter of fact, food habits have been changed totally. Earlier, people used to depend only on agriculture products, wheat, paddy, rice, all these things. Now they have changed it to fruits, livestock in a big way, meat, milk products. These are all the order of the day. If you see in our state, compared to agriculture income, agriculture we are cultivating 80% of land. If you see the income latest, 56,000 crores GVA. At the same time, horticulture 62,000 crores. Even livestock 72,000 crores. Aquaculture is going at the rate of 42%. Andhra Pradesh is going to become aquaculture hub for the world. That is the potential we are having because of our long sea coast, 970 kilometers. Here food processing is very, very important. Standalone units cannot survive because minimum expenditure, you have to go for infrastructure again. So we have to go for food processing as a medium or mega food park. Then common infrastructure will come, common affluent plants we can establish, then it will be more economical. And also cold chain link is one area we are lagging behind. That also we have to take it up in a big way. So my agriculture growth rate, if you see this quarter, 27.7%. We are able to improve considerably. Now I am managing in such a way, water, all inputs, either seed, water, and also credit, and in all inputs I am supplying. Now next month in November we are going to have one seminar on technologies in agriculture. Bill Gates Foundation, Bill Melinda Gates Foundation and Government of Andhra Pradesh, we are working together. New vision for agriculture, World Bank is working. I want to involve them also. And also World Food Prize, that is one more organization I want to bring everybody, including central government I am requesting. We will work together how to go in a big way by using technologies, by changing strategies, and ultimately we have to produce results. Right. Common man, farmer has to get sufficient money. At the same time, food security we have to provide for the poorest people.
Mr. Badal or Chief Minister Naidu, would you like to respond to what he's saying?
No, I can understand, but even startup companies has to come value addition and also deliverable clearly. As government, we have to encourage private sector and also startup companies also and technology companies. As a matter of fact, I am working in such a way. I want to use all technologies available all over the world to go for backward and forward integration of total agriculture, including processing, including cold chain linkage, everything I want to go. Here I want to go for private and public investment put together. Wherever it is possible, private investment, dairy, as you rightly mentioned, is a good model. There are some well-established corporate companies which are all doing this type of business. But from the beginning, if you see, investment in agriculture, especially on processing also, is very less. That's why we are lacking behind. Only 10% we are able to do. Even today, in horticulture, so much of vegetables and fruits are spoiling. More than 25-30%, even sometimes 40% also. That is a big challenge. That's why next month we are going to have a big event. Even Bill Gates is coming for valedictory function. With foundation is working for agriculture, how to make it sustainable through technology. Even we are very much interested to you. You can come. We will give you all the encouragement.
So let me ask Amit and Jay a follow-up question from what Amit just mentioned. So clearly farmers are willing to adopt new technology. Clearly the politicians and certainly the government is willing to pave the way. But you always see this, unlike any other technology which we welcome, anytime you talk about a breakthrough in food technology, there's always a sense of alarm around breakthroughs in food technology, which is a mindset issue as well. How does one address this?
As you rightly mentioned, if technology companies are working consumer as a client or very attractive business as a client, as you rightly mentioned, 1 acre, 2 acres farmer, even to have access, it's very difficult.
Yes.
And also servicing also very difficult. Ultimately, payment of charges also for farmer, it is very high. The mindset also apart from that.
At the state level, you obviously have the powers to break the silos. How do you do it?
No, it is, as you rightly mentioned, if you go silo approach, then we may not get results.
Yes.
Agriculture is one sector. It is so many complexes, as you rightly mentioned. Even adoption of technology. Even sometimes, if they want to adopt technology, they are depending their fate on so many things. Even there is no rain, there is a drought. Automatically, it is only one industry at least, dairy is saving them. If you can see the suicides in India, when they adopt dairy, less suicides, less distress. If you can go other crops, rain-fed, totally sometimes drought, sometimes floods, sometimes pest, ultimately victim is farmer. All is, if you can go through, most of the farmers are in distress compared to any other sector. So, whole hog we have to go. Governments has to create good policies, good incentives, both central government and state government. Even private sector, he made it very clear, startup company, he is not getting money, where he is going to invest? Or otherwise Nestle, they are not going to get, where they are going to do research. So it is very clear, commercially it must be viable. For that, governments has to invest huge money for this, either by way of incentives or policies or infrastructure, and then all others put together, PPP model, you have to work together.
Perfect. Audience, and what I'll do is I'll take clusters of questions because we'll be out of time. What I want you to do is just identify yourself, your organization, and please make your questions really brief. Yes, sir. The mic is coming, sorry.
Yeah, my name is Rajagopal. I am from DSM, which is the world's largest nutrition ingredients company. All this conversation actually spurs me to think, here we have a huge problem, which is malnutrition, and India is the malnutrition capital of the world. Almost 38% suffer from that. Alongside that, Recently, FSSAI have now passed new standards for fortification of staple foods, especially rice, wheat, milk, oil, and salt. Now, together with this, the opportunity to process food actually enables a fantastic opportunity to fortify staples, because that reaches the consumer or the poor people without having to change their food habits. If you are eating rice, you eat the same rice, tastes the same, but it's actually healthier. And the incremental cost is very small, about 1% or something like that. So my question is addressed to both of you. From a food processing point of view, how do you see plans for this? And sir, to you, from actually implementing, especially because a significant portion of your budgets is actually in public distribution, in midday meals and ICDS and things like that. How do you see leveraging this opportunity in terms of dealing with malnutrition?
Can I just take one more question if there's any other raised hands? Yes, sir.
I'm going to talk as a practitioner in agri and food. So let me pick up 2 data points. One is when we go and talk to the farmer says, I know what I do, I've been doing this for the last 50 years, don't come and teach me.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to the government says, this is the way agriculture has to be done. There will be a license, Raj, for buying agri-produce, which is the Artiya license. They are not ready to do away with that. How does private sector gets incentives to come and invest in primary agriculture, food processing? I can tell you, sir, and I'm talking of a state. I mean, Punjab government gave me 300 acres of land. And today we are the largest exporter of baby corn to UK. We have about 25% of organized market share. That has only happened because I could showcase the farmer and move them from doing rice paddy to do 2 crops of baby corn and a rice. My dairy producers in Punjab grow baby corn for me, who were just growing fodder for their cattle. They give me baby corn, they use the fodder for the cattle, 7% fat content goes up, 7% yield goes up. So my question is, when does the state governments and the central government unshackle the farming sector and give the farmers the freedom to sell directly whoever they want to? Today the farmer cannot sell directly to a food processing company.
Perfect. So
that's one. Just a quick and the second is, and that's a state government thing, most of the state governments get into freebies. Free power, high subsidies. Yes, the farmer needs it. But rather than giving free power, if you can give a solar pump to the farmer and withdraw the power subsidy, they get power during the day, less wastage of water, right kind of farming, right kind of productivity. All the innovation and research which the private sector does, which the government, public sector is not doing anymore, we pass it on to the farmers. So I think it is important that the governments now start looking at private sector as partners in agriculture and food.
Perfect. So both questions are addressed to you, and if any of the panelists want to jump in, please do.
So I am very happy, as you rightly mentioned, we are spending huge money on health. Even malnutrition is a big problem. If this type of technologies, if we can use it, we can reduce the health budget and also we can give better health for the people. I am very happy we are working on that direction. We know now, because of total computerization, what are not only malnutrition, what are all the problems for ill health also. So we can balance and then we can work it out in such a way, we can balance. As you rightly mentioned, this is one sector where there are market regulations, what you are talking. Beyond that, there is no restrictions for giving for food processing. In Andhra Pradesh, we are going differently now. Farmers, producers, organizations, bringing multinationals also, working together directly, food processing and also for exports also. Even there, we are not going to insist any restrictions for marketing regulations and everything. So, as far as possible, we wanted to bring more and more, but ultimately what I am thinking, governments, both central government and state governments, we have to give so much of incentives, then only this sector will have an advantage. Even earlier we have seen, we are doing everything, there is no water. Now we have introduced one concept, rain gun also, for dry spell mitigation. One dry spell, if you can mitigate, then you will get total income. That is how we have to go innovative ways by using technologies and everything together. That is what my...
Just to supplement what Mr. Naidu said, he's absolutely right that governments have to